Yo, what's up everybody? How is it going? Today we're playing Phantom Lancer. By today I really mean a few days ago. I'm sorry, I'm still on my laptop, which is by the way why this shit is being recorded in 30 frames per second. I'm sorry about that too. But, you know, I just haven't gotten my new computer yet. Now, this should be one of the last videos that I have to record like this though, because I actually do have all of the parts for my new computer here. I just need to put it together. I just haven't had an opportunity to do that yet, because I got the part literally 15 minutes ago. Alright, or like the last two parts that I was missing, I got them 15 minutes ago. And Dota seems really loud right now. Oh, by the way, we're getting... Yay, double kill. Nice, good start to a game. Nice, good start to a game. Let me make it a little bit quieter here. It's a bit loud for me right now. Anyhow. So, yeah, that's kind of the plan. We are playing Phantom Lancer in this game. I immediately go back to the base, by the way. Right, I immediately go back to the base because we had that great fight in the early game and we get 2 kills. And I'm just like, you know what? We have enough time that I can go back to the base, heal up, and then just TP in. I got a free TP anyway, so I might as well use it, right? So I go straight back to the base, teleport back in, and we're good. But yeah, since people are probably going to be very interested in what kind of hardware I bought, this is just a regular old case fan. This is nothing special. I have 2 Vengeance Corsair, whatever, DDR4 2 times 8 GB, so 16 gigabytes of RAM, 3000 megahertz. I thought I got the 4000 one, but I guess I must have chosen the cheaper one. Because like, I don't know, for some reason I thought I got the 4000 one. I gotta check on that. Maybe they sent me the wrong shit. At the same time, I also don't really want to send it back, so yeah, I guess. Oh no, I just dropped it. Well, let's just hope it's sturdy. We got ourselves this right here, which is my CPU. This is my Core i5.
Hello, Baumi-chan. I have achieved what I sought out for. I have attained block enlightenment. I embarked my journey by renouncing half of my life for a rare card. I obtained barricade. I have extirpated the Time Lord.
Oh, you did it! You beat the game! Pudis has been trying to beat what's it called? Slay the Spire for quite a while now, and he just hasn't quite managed to, but finally did. That's good shit, man. But I got myself this i5, it's an i5-8600K LGA 1151, if that tells you anything. The relevant part is that it's 6 cores, 3.6 gigahertz, 9 megabytes cache. I can't. It's good shit, okay? It's good shit. Now I got this motherboard over here, which is the big thing. Alright, that's my motherboard, my new one. It's Iorus Ultra Gaming C370 motherboard thing. It just has all the things you need. It's a motherboard. Alright, like it's nothing special really. It is not RGB, although it seems it could be. Now that yes, you can definitely make this be RGB if you want it to be RGB. So, it says it right there, it can be RGB, but it's not. It's not RGB, I'm not gonna spend money on that bullshit. Anyway. So yeah, that's the situation. Again, I got a friend coming over tomorrow who's gonna help me put this all together. I'm fairly confident I could do it myself, but I just want to make sure, you know, we're talking about a lot of expensive parts here, right? This shit is gonna run me a lot of money, or like did already run me a lot of money. The total cost is 650 euros, and just want to make sure that it's actually worthwhile, or not worthwhile, it's actually properly put together. So that's the thing. Alright, will I build it on stream? No, I'm just gonna build it in private. And yeah, so that's kind of the situation. How about sums it up, I guess. Playing Phantom Lancer here. By the time you see this, I'm gonna upload this tomorrow. Alright, so by the time you see this, today's the last day to sign up for the Open Angel Arena tournament. Sign up for the Open Angel Arena tournament. Alright, just do it. Sign up for it. Also, if you're looking for all of the brackets and signups and all of that, oaa.gg has it all. Also, if you're in chat right now, today is one of the last days to sign up for the tournament, right? And we are relatively close to getting to 64. We aren't there yet, but hey, would be cool. Anyway, we are not super strict on this deadline, right? Like, it says on the sign-up sheet that sign-ups close at this time, whatever. Shit. Look, if you sign up even a day or two late, yes, if it means we get to 64, I'll let you in. Right, so don't worry too much about it, but now is really the time to sign up, right? Like, enough waiting, time to fucking do it. Alright? Great. Fantastic. Trust me, you can put it together yourself. Yeah, I know. Look, I'm pretty sure I could put it together myself. But I got friends coming over tomorrow anyway, and one of them would be coming over anyway. Alright, it's just a coin, like, it's more of like, oh, convenient. Alright, nice that you're here. Anyways, you can help me put it together. But yeah. So, next thing. In this game, I play Phantom Lancer. I get distracted here for a second and beaten up a little bit, which is not that great, but it's alright. I kind of want to kind of explain what I'm going for here. So, I'm going for both Aquila and Helm of the Dominator, and that's just because I want to have a lot of stats. I always went for threats, right? Now, I'm not playing a greedy Phantom Lancer at all. In fact, I'm playing very much the opposite. I'm playing a very tanky, stats-based, fighting-orientated Phantom Lancer. And that's just because looking at their team, they're gonna try to pressure us early, and if they don't pressure us early, I win. Because Diffusal Blade runs them over. Like, it's just not even funny. They get absolutely murdered by Diffusal Blade, all of their heroes. Once I have that, as long, and this is the condition, as long as I can tank their damage. So what I need is stats and a Diffusal Blade. So that's exactly what I'm going for. I'm getting Trats, I'm getting Aquila, I'm getting Helm of the Dominator, and I'm getting a Diffusal Blade. And that's kind of the good shit. Are you gonna finish the OAA pitch you were doing yesterday? Yeah, that's actually what I wanted to talk about. For like this commentary right now. It's actually convenient that we're not doing it live because it lets me focus more on my commentary. So, something I've been fantasizing about recently is standalone Open Angel Arena. Right? That's something that I dream about so much. Like, I'm sure you all have some sort of goal in life or something that you just really wish would happen. Now, we're not talking about shit like, I wish I had $1 billion. Nah, bullshit, right? Like, I mean, like, oh man, I really, really wish I could do this. I've been working towards this for a long time. It seems not really that possible, but wouldn't it be fucking sick? That's how I feel about standalone Open Angel Arena. Also free kill. That's how I feel about standalone Open Angel Arena. Recently, I've just been fantasizing about it so much because the idea is so cool. Now, here is kind of my pitch for it. Alright, like here is my pitch for it, for this game that will never exist. But it could. And this is really the thing. Alright, here's why I think so much about it. It's not completely unrealistic. It is something that could hypothetically be possible, you know. Let's say hypothetically we run this tournament that you should sign up for, right? And then oh, by the way, I'm diving a little bit deep here. I'm trying to catch him out of the trees, but he just barely managed to escape, which was very unfortunate. This right here is where I aggro the tower. This is intentional. I aggroed the tower away from my supports. I didn't want to go down there, but I have more regen anyway, and my supports were dropping fairly low. So I decided to just take that tower damage for them so they can, you know, kind of keep chasing, keep doing whatever they're doing. Although I'm not going to join them because I'm relatively low. I don't have a lot of mana. I would rather just get the money up here, and it seems they're fine anyway, right? So that's kind of why that. I know it may probably have looked a little bit weird, but whatever. I go over here just to pick up my Ring of Health because you can't actually get it at the side shop anymore. But yeah, so standalone OAA is something that I would love to do, but of course it would take a shit ton of money. Now here's the thing, it is actually somewhat reasonably possible, right? And when I say possible, I really do mean possible in the like widest sense of the word, but it's just like, is this realistically possible? No. But is it hypothetically, theoretically, if everything works out beautifully, incredibly possible? Yes. Alright. Oh, by the way, this is where I just beat up that guy because he doesn't know how much damage I do and how little damage he does. Like, it's just not a fair fight. Like, these Monkey King players, I have the feeling that they are like, ah, you know what, I win every single fight anyway because I'm Monkey King. No, bitch, get out. Sit down, bitch. Be humble. Yeah. Anyway. let's stop talking about how possible or not possible it is. It's not really a matter of discussion. I want to just do the pitch for it and kind of tell you why it would be amazing. So, the first thing. It would be another MOBA, right? Or Dota clone. I don't really like the term MOBA very much. It would be another Dota clone. Dota-like. Dota-like is probably the best word to use here. Now here's what would make it different from all of the other ones though. You know how all of the other Dota-likes, they are always trying to fix Dota. Right? This is the one thing that always happens with all of the Dota clones. They are always like, no, we gotta fix Dota. Remove the turn rate, right? Make it so nobody gets stunned anymore. Replace all passives with skill shots. Make sure that there are no denies because denies are rude. Don't let an individual hero shine. Instead, make it so that everybody is even. Don't keep the same map as before. Implement bushes, right? So you can hide in the bushes and all of that shit. Alright? They're always trying to fix Dota and try and take away what makes Dota special and what makes Dota so great. And this is where Open Angel Arena as a MOBA's basic design philosophy would be fundamentally different. Because it would be... Dota's actually fucking amazing. Alright? I don't want to fix Dota. Dota's great. No. We use Dota as the basis. Alright? Like, we use Dota because we like Dota. All of the things you like about Dota would still be there, it would just be a different game. Right? It would feel like Dota. It would play like Dota in many ways. It would just be a different game entirely. Kind of. Now, here are things that we can do in Open Angel Arena standalone that we wouldn't be able to do in or like in the current version of it, right? In the workshop. Just because we don't have the resources for it. But it may be strictly possible because, by the way, it's kind of a tricky situation, but I just like kind of get out of there and then I'm like, okay, I gotta kind of make this a bit tricky and also I can't get a free kill. So I kill that guy and then there's another guy there and I'm like, I'll kill you too. And then I net him up and he goes down. And then there's this dude and we're like, kind of, can we chase that? Can we chase it? Do we have a swap? Oh, we do. And then we beat him up too and I'm like, oh, sick! Let me get that double kill. As I mentioned, early stats, that's the key, right? Like you can see, I'm insanely tanky. I'm very, very difficult to take down. I've got lots of health regeneration. They just couldn't do it. They just didn't have the damage for it. Wait, what's wrong with my microphone? Is my microphone being weird? Oh, my microphone isn't being weird. Sorry guys, there's an odd sound in the back. That might be my laptop over to the side being very loud and noisy. If that's what you mean, then I'm sorry. There's just really nothing I can do about that. Anyway. Oh, Matt, today your MMR is 212. Feels bad, man. So, things that we could do. And here's what I kind of like. Here's where I go into detail.
I've been calling the game Moto AA for so long. I forgot what the original idea for the name was supposed to be. How time flies. Oh, and we await your playthrough of Path of Exile. You would most likely have so much fun with it. I am a spin to win.
Yeah, I gotta play Path of Exile sometime. I do actually want to play that. Like, I'm quite interested in that game. Anyway. So, an important thing that I would want to change about, my microphone is speaking a bit. Yeah, I can fix that. Give me 1 second. Okay, it should be better now. Yeah, it should be much better now. Sorry about that. Again, I'll have my new computer very soon. And then everything will be fixed. Everything will be fine. So, as I was saying, there are a lot of things we cannot really do in the workshop right now. Partially because they aren't possible, and partially because we don't have the resources to. Now here's the thing, right? Like Open Angel Arena standalone would have a lot more resources. We would have full-time developers. Or at least part-time developers. But we would have people that are actually getting paid and people that are actually like working at least 20 hours a week on it. And then multiple of those, right? We would be able to make custom models and all of that shit from scratch. And we would have to make a lot of them, but we could. That's a great thing. Right? That's what would be amazing about it. Because that allows us to do lots of cool things. Like, we could change bosses. We could make many more, much more interesting bosses. You know how people always, like, point out the Charger as, like, the best example of good boss design in Open Angel Arena. Right? That's something I see a lot. People are just like, well, you know, Charger's really good. Charger's great. The rest of them are like, no, they're okay. Right, but Charger's fantastic. That's because Charger is, like, one of the few bosses that we actually, like, really put a lot of effort in. He's, like, probably the only boss that we really, like, made sure to properly design from ground up and then implement. Any of the other boss designs that we made haven't really made it into the game yet because they just take so long to make and there's such a drain on resources to make. Right? So that other things always just take priority because we do have a good chunk of bosses, although a lot of them are just ripped from Siltbreaker. Right? So we could make a lot of cool bosses, and these bosses wouldn't just have to be bosses like they are right now, just go and beat them up. Something that I love as an idea is that a boss that gives you a quest instead. Right? You go to this boss, you talk to the boss, and then the boss is like, do this for me. Right? And the boss is willing to give that quest to, like, both teams, and it's like, whoever completes it first, bring it to me. Right? And then you get your course. And then the boss disappears because you have beaten the boss, right? You have completed the boss's quest. Which I think would be a super cool, interesting way of going about it. Oh yeah, as I get my diffuser blade and that poor guy just kind of like melts. And then he comes back and I'm like, ha! Funny. Goodbye. But you know, like, you can have these kind of quests. You could have bosses that are, like, fundamentally different from just, like, attacking right now. We could have bosses that have all kinds of crazy effects. Where one that I have liked, or, like, one design I've liked for a long time is, like, a boss that kind of, like, draws on the map and you have to dodge them. Or, like, you know, a lot of bosses are quite similar to the Binding of Isaac. And, come on, man, what are you doing? Right, so there's this guy, and then there's this other guy, and I'm, like, thinking about which guy I go for. And then I see this guy, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess you again. So I kill him, and then I see my Vengeful's fighting back there. I'm like, let me just go and make absolutely sure that we get that kill, because there was really no guarantee that anybody gets it. No guarantee at all. There will be so many more cool bosses we could make, right? We would take a lot of, like, Dota heroes. We would just take them, right? And then implement them into the game as well. Of course, we would remake them from scratch so we don't run into any legal issues, but we would still take the designs. And then... you know, not all of them though, only the ones that really work. You ever wanted to play Dota without fucking Tinker? Yeah, fuck Tinker. Right, like fuck Tinker. Basically, we would take all of the bosses that work well for the game mode and then, not bosses, the heroes that work well for the game mode and just get rid of the rest. And then make new heroes. And we got Sohei coming out very soon in Open Angel Arena. And hopefully you like that guy, and then you can see that there's, like, actually, yeah, we can actually make good bosses. We have experience in this matter. And here's the next thing. Like, why would you trust us to make this game? Why would you trust us to make a game from scratch like this? Right? Because, like, in again, that dream world, we would fund via Kickstarter or something. Like, why would you fucking trust us on this? Well, here's the thing, though. We already made the game. Like, it already exists, right? Like, we already fucking made it. You wanna play it? You can't play it right now. We just wanna remake it and add so much more cool shit to it that we can't do right now. Alright? And who is it made by? By a group of passionate people that just made it for free because we really like the game. So we just made it. Nobody's making any money. It's entirely free. And now we want to make it again. But this time, people are making money with it, which means they're going to be able to work much harder and much more and much better. Here's the next thing. After this tournament, we're going to start working on a huge change in Open Angel Arena. Well, basically, every match, there will be 1 or 2 missions that become available. Now, these missions will be like, I'm sure you guys played a little bit of Heroes of the Storm at least. If not, you should play a little bit of Heroes of the Storm. Because while it's not the greatest game, it is very interesting. But in Heroes of the Storm, they have these, like, objectives, right? Where you have to go and gather certain things. Or you have to go kill, like, certain enemies in, like, a little sub-map, which is actually really interesting. Whatever. So what I want to do with Open Angel Arena, I want to kind of implement missions. Where you, after 30 minutes, there's a mission that happens. And this mission kind of, like, appears. And then you can go there and play for it. Now, this mission can be a lot of different things. Right? Like, it could be Bob Wars, it could be competitive Second Layer of Frostivus. Act 2. It could be like a mini game of Dota, which is something we wanted to do, right? Tiny version of Dota. There's lots of like small mini game ideas that we have, and these mini games will take like 2 to 3 minutes at most. And then whoever wins the mini game gets some benefits, right? They get a permanent benefit for the rest of the game, and they gain, you know, like maybe some levels, some gold, some cores. I don't know. But generally speaking, these missions are going to be designed in such a way that they are not entirely beatable just by having better stats, right? Just because you have more items doesn't mean you will win this mission. In fact, that may not even be an advantage, because some of the missions will just be built in such a way that, no, if you just play smart and if you play fast and you react quickly, then you can get through that without a problem, and you don't even need to worry about how much money you have, right? And that's kind of the idea. Now here's what we have to do in Dota with these missions. In Dota, we have to kind of make them so that they are they appear on the map. There's like a portal. You go into the portal, transports you to like a little sub-map. That's kind of what we plan on doing in Dota. Now here's what we could do in Open Angel Arena standalone, right? Here's what we could do, and this is where it gets really cool. Imagine for one of the missions, it's Bob Wars. In case you don't know what Bob Wars is, there's a giant, like, boss-type enemy in the center of the map. You kill it, it walks towards the enemy. And it needs to get to a certain point, to like an ancient or something, and then destroy that. But if the enemy kills it, it respawns bigger and more powerful, but spawns on their side of the map and now walks towards you. Right? So it's always about killing that enemy again and then kind of like pushing forward. So let's say Bob Wars happens. What we have to do in Open Angel Arena right now is we have to put you onto a different map where you then play Bob Wars. What we could do in Open Angel Arena standalone is that you're on the regular map, right? You're on the regular map, you're playing, and then all of a sudden the mission happens and the map just tears itself apart. This giant cliff, this depth opens up in the middle, pushing everything to the side. You can now play Bob Wars in the center of the map. The entire map has formed to fit into this new shape that it's in. You play the mission, you finish the mission, and the map closes that gap again, and ending the mission, and now you're back to playing on a regular map. Now here's another thing that I firmly believe in. I think the fact that Dota only has one map is a good thing. By the way, this is a great fight. Just like kill one guy, right? And there's another guy, and I just killed that guy too. And then there's the last one. It's just like, goodbye, my man. Didn't actually get a lot of kills, but they're just getting run over by this Phantom Lancer. Right? Oh yeah, it's already very time consuming. More missions would make it even longer. No, it wouldn't, because the missions give you benefits to the missions give you points as well, right? So like they wouldn't actually make the game longer. There's also different changes that I plan on implementing that will make the game shorter. Trust me, that's coming soon. Just don't worry about that. But here's the thing. So instead of having to teleport you to like another map and be lame over there, we could just like terraform the map to fit this new mission, and we could just like, maybe one mission requires the like center middle area to be flat and circular with like a temple in the middle, right? And it just does that. It just kind of like squeezes itself into the ground, and like this new temple rises up, and that's where you play your mission now, right? Now here's the big advantage of this. Other game modes that I've tried, or other games that I've tried to do this, which is Heroes of the Storm most notably, they have one big problem, and that is that their maps are crap. And by that I don't mean that their maps are crap in the sense they are not good maps. They're actually pretty fine maps. It's just compared to the Dota map. The Dota map is a masterpiece. It's probably one of the best examples of like good map design ever, because there's been 15 years of work put into this thing. Of course it's going to be incredible. 15 years of iteration on the same map. But here's the thing. You can only do 15 years of iteration if you stay on the same map. You got to work on the same map. You got to keep working on the same map. Something I think is a general misconception in regards to Dota is that people think that making more maps would make the game more interesting. I think that's bullshit. I think making more maps makes each individual map worse. Makes it so that the game becomes fundamentally less interesting because the maps themselves don't have as much depth as they could have. Which is something that Heroes of the Storm very much suffers from. But that's where Open Angel Arena standalone wouldn't have that problem. Because what we would do is we would have this base map. This is our map, and we iterate on this map repeatedly until it's perfect. Right? Until it's good, and then we realize it's shit. And then we remake it until we realize it's good again, until we then realize that it's actually not good at all. And we just keep doing that. We keep iterating on this one map because we are willing to continue working on this one map. But for the missions, we changed the map to now fit that mission, so we don't have a separate new map that we then have to design, and that is not going to be as good. Does that make sense? Does that sound... Come on, that sounds great, doesn't it? Chat, come on. Come on. Hey Jim, how you doing, man? So that's my pitch, kind of. I don't know. Does that sound exciting? I don't know. I think it sounds really exciting. Maybe I'm not explaining it properly, but I don't know. It's hard to explain. But yeah. What engine would we be using? Very likely Unreal 4. Either that or Unity. But yes. Anyway, look, it's just a fantasy. But damn, it would be so cool! It would be so cool. Now, how do we get there? Well, first we run the tournament. We get like 15,000 viewers on the tournament. Then we get the number one spot in the arcade. Then we make a Kickstarter, get our $1 million. Then we hire a bunch of people, contract them out. We run the entire business remote. Right, everybody is a contractor and working remote. I would project manage it. Chris will be the technical lead. We would hire all of the people that have already worked on OpenAngel Arena and have proven themselves to be worthwhile assets and like really good people for the project. And then we make a fucking video game, right? We would have battle passes. We would have, you know, like, we'll have cool shit that you can get. I don't know. I think we'll be really excited. We would have fucking memes, but good, tasty memes. You know, like not the kind of memes where you're like, ha. They're trying to get the kids. You know, like not the /r/fellow kids memes, but like bottle memes. You know, that kind of good shit. Anyway. That's what I'm dreaming about right now. Those are my dreams, my man. That's what I believe in. That's what I believe in. Chad, push one if you dream with me. Dream with me tonight. Would it be free to play? It would absolutely be free to play. Oh, by the way, casual, easy dodge right there. Get out of there, no problem. Alright. So that's kind of what I want to do. And you know, like that, that would be so cool. And it will never happen. It would be so cool, and it will never ever happen. Loot boxes? Fuck loot boxes. No loot boxes. Fuck him. Alright. No, actually what we would do is we would make it so that you have to buy loot boxes which contain loot keys, which you then have to use to unlock loot crates, which then contain a card pack bundle. And in that card pack bundle you have a 1 in 10th chance of getting a card pack key, which you can then use to unlock a card pack key which contains another loot box. And in that loot box you have a 1 in 10 chance to get an item. So that's how it would work. Monetization confirmed. Hey, Godsend!
3 months bottle high.
Thank you so much for the sub, man. Appreciate it. Oh, look at them, just getting run over. They just can't handle it. They just can't handle this Phantom Lancer. Nobody can handle this Phantom Lancer. Thank you so much. 2 people just subbed. Did I miss one? Oh, and the Hentai Man too. Thank you for the sub as well, man. Appreciate it very much. And that's the game. We got him. Cardback key doesn't sound right. Should be a password. Otherwise, good idea. Exactly. Anyway, so I kind of wanted to just go on this rant. Yeah, this was my Phantom Lancer game here. I went 25-0. It was kind of fun, you know. It's kind of like Phantom Lancering people. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a rating on the video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.